Yeah, so we need to talk about this Xbox. This is something I've recently picked up, and as you can see, it has seen some better days. There's some bits of broken plastic everywhere, and it's just fallen to pieces. It's had an impact. You can clearly see a big chunk of plastic missing there, and some of the shielding's bent as well. But yeah, I picked this up. It was on eBay. It was faulty. The controllers didn't work, but you know, I can sort this out. I mean, a bit of black electrical tape and, you know, sticking some of these bits of plastic on will sort that out. I'm not too bothered. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I could see why potentially controllers weren't working, because they were using this USB to Xbox controller port adapter. I'm not sure how well you're gonna see that, or how well it's gonna focus. And anybody that's into the Xbox, and in particular into modding, especially soft modding, will know that this is generally used with a USB stick. The USB stick would contain the soft modded stuff that you need to copy to the hard drive of the Xbox before playing the game that runs the exploit that allows you to soft mod the box. So, of course, if they try and plug a USB controller, like a PC-style USB gamepad into this, it's not going to work, because the Xbox is not designed to use these kind of things. It's designed to use its own controllers and the controller ports just there. So, yeah, straight away, I thought, okay, so let's hope for this thing, if it switches on, gets to its dashboard, and it's just that they can't use controllers with it. I fired it up and it went to the dashboard, which is great. That meant that the machine pretty much from a basic level is working, and it can boot to the dashboard, which is brilliant. And the controller worked, as I was able to set the date and time, you know, set the clock, and that was awesome. And yeah, even better still, it could play games from disc. So the impact hadn't damaged the DVD drive, or at least didn't appear to, and it was loading games fine. As I looked underneath, under the bottom, I noticed there was a wire hanging out, not that one, another wire, and this little board here. I'm just going to try and focus in on this. This could be difficult. Again, you guys that have been into Xbox modding for any length of time, sort of since around 2002, 2003, will recognise this board and recognise what it does. It's actually a mod chip controller board. So you've got an enable and disable switch, which is heavily corroded and snapped off. You've got a protect and unprotect, which allows you to either flash the BIOS or prevent you from flashing the BIOS. And you've got the bank select switches, where you can select bank 1 or bank 2, which is awesome. On the motherboard of the machine as well was this Executor 2.3B Lite sat on the board. Unfortunately, when I was doing my testing and trying to get this working, I even read the original installation guide for this chip and all the, you know, forum posts and whatnot where people have written about it. And this chip, I just could not get it to work. So yeah, at the moment this is not in the Xbox, and yeah, it's not going to be used. But as you can see, it's not looking so good. So yeah, ta-da! Until now, that is. So the innards of that Xbox that I've just shoved off to the side that's in pieces are now in here, and this is working really, really nicely. It's all put back together. It looks great. This is actually a shell from another faulty Xbox that I picked up that was completely dead. Someone had obviously attempted to repair it, maybe even attempted to mod the original motherboard that was in here, and it was completely dead to the world. It would not switch on at all. It wouldn't respond. So yeah, taking the innards out of the smashed up case, putting them into here, and it works absolutely great. What I decided to do with this one initially was soft mod it, so you can actually run emulators, homebrew, some games, although with the hard drive that's in the Xbox as standard, you can't really copy too many games across because it's pretty small. And then I decided to T-SOP flash it. I soldered the 2 points, or at least just blob solder on the 2 points so that they were joined up, that you need to for T-SOP flashing a lot of these machines. Not every Xbox can be T-SOP'd, I know that, but this one is a 1.4 motherboard, I believe, and I T-SOP'd it. So it's also got a 320GB hard drive that was originally in my Crystal Xbox. That's now got a 500GB SATA hard drive in there with a SATA to IDE adapter and also an uprated IDE cable. So that one has a bigger hard disk and is awesome. This one, 320GB hard disk, it's got Unleash X, a load of games loaded on it, and CoinOps 8 with a ton of arcade games and arcade emulators on it. Now, one of the things I was going to do was I was going to do a video all about Xbox modding, and that will be coming soon, so look out for that, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to leave some footage of this thing up and running on its dashboard and playing some games.
сейчас Шальк, коллеги, радио наших поле.
Fire!